I'm so hungry I could eat a Whopper. Hey everybody, it's Eugene behind the scenes, and we're doing it again. Eugene's going to answer the questions of the fans. And our first question.
At Donovan Mitchell 3279, Eugene, who is on your Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
You know, I just came from South Dakota. I lived there for several years, started my own wrestling company there. And South Dakota is the Mount Rushmore state, and I've been to Mount Rushmore, and I've looked up at this majestic, carving, huge rock. I mean, it's very impressive. If there were four of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time / sports entertainer professional wrestlers of all time, who would be on the Mount Rushmore? I think Hogan's got to be on there. Hogan might even be the George Washington. I don't know. Maybe Hogan. And I think Stone Cold Steve Austin's got to be on there. And I think John Cena has got to be on there. And I think the last one is Andre the Giant. Now, in South Dakota, there's another monument called Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse is even bigger than Mount Rushmore. And it's a huge carving at the side of a mountain of this impressive Native American. And that's The Rock. The Rock is like Crazy Horse. He is like the big dog looking over everything. Hogan and Austin and Cena and Andre are my Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
At Crash Harty, the Tajiri Whopper story.
Yep, my boy Crash. I know Crash. So I've told this story before. When I first started traveling with WWE, I rode with William Regal and I rode with Tajiri. Every morning, Tajiri and I would go to the gym. William Regal would generally sleep in. He would work out at the show once we got there. But Tajiri and I would work out. We went and worked out one morning. Afterwards, Tajiri said, let me preface this as, Tajiri could speak English, but he sometimes could not enunciate as well as Funaki could. Funaki could speak English very well. And I think Tajiri could understand more English than sometimes he let on, because some of the stories in professional wrestling are that the Japanese wrestlers know a lot more English than they really let on. The jokes were always like, oh, well, he doesn't speak English until a check comes at the restaurant. Not Tajiri, just in general, but I knew Tajiri could speak English. The first time I saw him, we were all taking a flight in the airport, and he was on the cell phone like this. And I realized he was probably talking to someone, an insurance agent, somebody about a bill, something in America, a credit card company, something based in America, because he didn't do that when he spoke to people from Japan. He was just talking in Japanese. Took you all the way around there to take you to go out to work out. Tajiri and I would go out to eat afterwards. Tajiri goes, let's go to McDonald's. Okay, let's go to McDonald's. We went to McDonald's. The next day, we go work out again. Regal sleeps in. Boom, 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 get the workout in. Tajiri, I'm hungry. All right, where do you want to go? Let's go to McDonald's. I said, man, I can't go to McDonald's 2 days in a row. Can we at least go to Burger King? He goes, I can't say Whopper. I say Big Mac. I can't say Whopper. All right. Flash forward. William Regal had been drafted to SmackDown. John Cena had been drafted to Raw. The car was now John Cena and myself and Tajiri. And we were after a show one night. I don't remember exactly where we were. We went to like a Applebee's, something like that, and electricity went out. We're sitting in the bar. They lit some candles. Some of the fans were kind of around us, and it was just a table full of wrestlers talking. They couldn't make us any food because I guess it's all in a microwave, but they could make us drink. So they just kept serving us drinks. So we sat there for a little bit. Finally, Tajiri's got, after about 4 or 5 drinks, he goes, fuck, I'm so hungry I could eat a Whopper. Uber, sorry. No, Uber. So I'll talk about Tajiri a little more. When Tajiri first met my wife, Stephanie, he would always say, oh, you are rubbery. And after a couple of times, she's like, what does he keep trying to say? You are rubbery. I was like, no, he's saying you are lovely, but he just can't pronounce his L's that way. You are rubbery. But she was always like, what have you been telling him? Tajiri just be, you are rubbery. But he was always a jokester. He always had one good joke, and he would leave the car with that one joke, hit it, and be out. He wouldn't talk for an entire 500-mile ride until the very end.
So we used to sit in total silence, honestly, for 300-mile drives.
He had a punchline, usually in English, but always a good guy. I dare you. If you like this video and you want to see more content from Eugene behind the scenes, click on one of these videos. They are awesome.